So your schedule in the military would be a simple one. You're going to be posted to one of 5 guardhouses here from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to the following 4 o'clock the next afternoon. They will break that 24 hours up into 4 6-hour cycles. Generally 2 consecutive 1-hour posts and 4 hours of other activities. Generally cutting grass, cutting wood, doing patrols throughout the town, tending the fire on the opposite side of the guardhouse. During the evening hours, they might be lying down and resting but not sleeping. It'd be a great job if you could sleep and get paid for it. You'd probably want to get as much overtime as you probably could, but not happening. Typically what will happen is the officer of the day will wander in and he will go to a couple of soldiers, maybe about 2 o'clock in the morning. You sleep, you sleep, you sleep, and wander away, come back 4, 5, 10 minutes later, and it'll be fine. You asleep? Where are you going? So you're going to cut to the chase. Not even going to go to the gym. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, for 1/3 of the garrison is coming off duty, 1/3 is going on duty. They're going to see you sitting on that cannonball suspended from your ankle. You're not going to be protected. On your days off, you're going to live on the right-hand side of the building there. On your days off from May to December, you construction. You're going to do this for extra money. You're a laborer. They're going to pay you £1 per day. And if you are an assistant to a mason, you earn £1.50. And if you can gather the skill and become a mason, they'll pay you £3 per day. If you have the skill set necessary for completion of this job, you can actually hire someone to stand your guard duty for you. So you'll be making money, probably not living in the right-hand side of the building at all. You'll be renting a straw mattress or maybe a little bit more than a straw mattress in one of the houses downtown. Here, see the beds right there? There's 3 men assigned there. 1/3 of the garrison is always on duty, so if you see a bed, there's typically going to be 3 men assigned to that. But you'll never see 3 men sleeping in it, because one of the guys in each bed is going to have to do military duty for 1 day, and then he'll have 2 days off. So if you have 24 guys in that room, there are 8 beds in it. 1 day in 24, you have to cook for the guys. There's no centralized soldier's mess, so you're going to take the 4 ounces per day of dried salt beef and the same quantity of dried vegetables. Throw the rations into a little pot, generally of 8 guys, and you'll cook stews and ragu. Today is what, Sunday? So we can have meat today. Yesterday there was a meatless broth, and the day before was a fish head chowder. So we get 4 ounces per day of dried salt beef, the same quantity of dried vegetables, and every 4 days we get a 6-pound loaf of brown grain bread. It's 80% whole wheat, 20% rye. Quite healthy by modern standards. Our uniform is issued to us on an annual basis. This is the hottest hat any of you have ever worn. It's a wool hat. This is what killed people in the 18th century, I think. It's in the very popular tricorn or 3-cornered style. The gold along the top tells you I'm a member of the infantry. See the fellow over there with the red, where I'm blue, he's red. He has silver along the top of his hat. He is a member of the artillery corps. So you know 3 things about him. 1, he can read and write. 2, he's sober. And 3, he can do math. Yeah, nobody's sober here. Not a chance. I'm seeing 3 of you right now. Well, I got a gun, too bad for you.
Which one are you going to shoot?
I aim for the one in the middle. You have 2 linen cravats, 2 linen chemises, a wool veston that's lined with linen, serge, a pair of wool socks, a pair of wool breeches that are lined with linen, and 2 pair of leather duty shoes. All of this has to last through the entirety of the year. You're going to be inspected 1 day of every 3. A captain has great incentive to get you in debt. He is the person who will be buying the replacement clothing or shoes from, so he can charge you whatever he wants. He just has to say, you know, your shoes are not up to standard, and you will be forced to replace them. You don't have to replace the pair, because there's no left and right shoe. It's just a square box that would be moved around from foot to foot, and that's one of the 2 historically inaccurate things about the shoes. The left and right foot, and, I hope, a steel toe. The shoe costs £1.50. Context here, what is the soldier making a month? After deduction? 1.5. What can you buy with 1.5 in Louisbourg? Or, £1 buys 20 liters of rum, so £1.50 buys 30 liters of rum. How many days in a month? 30, 31, so you could take care of your shoes and you can drink all the rum you want, or you cannot take care of your shoes. What do you want to do? No more than a liter of rum a day. You don't want to stunt your growth. 9 cartridges for firing the gun. Oh, by the way, every second year we get what's called a full uniform. It's simply the full outfit with the great coat that Lajoie is wearing over there. So 9 cartridges for firing my gun. I prime the weapon using fine grain black powder from my powder horse. The sword at my side is best thought of as their equivalent of a policeman's badge. After the 17th century, the only people wearing swords are going to be aristocrats. So you see someone with a sword, you're going to defer to them. And that's not a firing sight. This is not a rifle. So that's actually a piece of metal that holds in place the bayonet. Want to volunteer for a bayonet drill? No. Good move. You're in the army, you're in a line of guys, and everybody takes a step back. You should do the same. Otherwise, you find yourself doing something you would never, ever voluntarily do. The bayonet is called a tricord bayonet as well. It is almost indestructible, and if you get stabbed with it, it's going to create a wound that looks like an upside-down T. Additionally, the doctor's going to have all sorts of trouble closing that, but this is a weapon that fires black powder. So when you ignite black powder, it's going to produce an oily, waxy residue. So it's actually going to change its physical state from being a corn-grain solid to an oily, waxy, caustic, toxic substance. So a simple scratch like this, introducing that into your bloodstream will result in you contracting sepsis. You get blood poisoning. And since you don't know anything really at all about antibiotics, what are your chances? Slim to none, and Slim just left town. Finally, my musket here. This is a reproduction of a 1734 Grenadier flintlock. Louisbourg flintlock is the mechanism by which you produce sparks. Louisbourg means there's no spiral grooves on the interior of the barrel. If you had a tight-fitting projectile, the rifling would force the ball to start spinning as it exited the muzzle. That spinning would render it more gyroscopically stable. You would have a greater chance of hitting something. This kicks out a knuckleball. The military know about rifles, but for practical purposes on a battlefield, they would rather construct a quick-firing artificial machine gun. Rank and file formation. This is a rank. This is a file. So you'd have 50 to 100 guys across. They would be termed a platoon, and they would shoot their gun. There's 2 ranks behind them. The first rank would drop down, reload their weapon, offering the opportunity for the second rank to fire their guns after advancing. The third rank does the same. By the time the third rank is fired, the first rank is ready to fire again. So it's just scary firing. The ball is accurate for maybe 50 yards, which is from the bridge to the end of the building, but it exits the muzzle at a speed of 1,700 feet per second. So if you shoot, it's going to flatten out. It's called pancaking. It will go in like this and come out like that. You can load and fire this 3 shots per minute. That's the minimum. The standard of excellence in Europe under Frederick the Great at this time is 5 shots per minute. Now think for a minute. Which team do you want to be on? Who do you think is going to win? It's a numbers game. I think you were correct. The way you load the gun goes like this. Take your powder flask or horn, fill this little pan by the side of the powder. By the side of the pan there's a little punch hole. Everyone see that? That's going to be your connection between your prime and your main card. So when that's filled, you close your prison. That closes off the chamber. That allows you to drop the gun down onto its butt plate. You can reach in then and grab one of your 9 cartridges. A pre-measured amount of black powder and a lead ball in a cartridge. The ball is in the base, the powder is on top. 110 grains, that is about 7 grams or a quarter of an ounce. You would bite that, bite the end off the cartridge, pour your powder in. The ball is .629, the caliber of the barrel is .656. The paper will take up that space. So crumple the paper around the ball, drop it in. Take your ramrod, tamp the charge down to where the metal is thickest, which is right down here. Holding on to just the tip of your finger and thumb to hold on to it. You don't want to be holding on to this firing quickly. What could happen? It could blow off. If it fires accidentally, what happens to your right hand? Gone. These will be launched 150 meters. Your new nom de guerre would be La Gauche. That's lefty. Where's lefty? He's gone. Back to friend. So you're ready to fire now? So you take the safety out and point it in the direction of the enemy. When you hear the command here, you pull the trigger. That causes the clamp to come forward. It strikes the prison. It scrapes down it and produces steel sparks. If one of them lands in the priming charge, that will ignite, and via that little touch hole I showed you, that should ignite the main charge. I'm going to try to do that now, and we should be just about ready to fire his gun. So nobody jump. We've all been forewarned. He beat me today.
That French is going so fast, eh?
Well, that's what it is. Here, we're going to try to do that. Up with this rule, together the echo. You don't want anyone on the veranda here. If you can line up on the gravel, but not on the grass, this side of the post all the way over to the bridge, it would be perfect. I'll put my safety gear on. Back against the second behind it.
Oh, look at that.
And I'll explain how the musket is loaded again. And we'll count to 3 in case anyone wants to take a picture. We're going to prime this using a cartridge. Fill the pan. The rest of the powder is going down the bottom. Powder, we're going to try it again. Get it?
I'd have to drop the gear then.
You know what happened there? I grabbed the front post. Feel the heat from one shot. Oh, yeah. As are the earplugs. What we do in between firings is blow in the touch hole. There's no burning paper.
I believe I got that.
Drop it in. Called springing. En français, on dit bourre. Bourre. And this,
Because it's
no,
slow motion. So
we put it in a little guide right
you
here.
want to see the military.
In 18th century France and New France, this is like
So let's go into the building.
red comes in bulk.
It'd be nice to be
From Scotia pen. Where would you get that?
Just go inside and see the.
Guy who makes it is a I can tell you that the whole language of war is French.
Oh yeah.
The whole kind of
Bloody Dr. Texas and eso.
Oh, it goes back there.
So in a few minutes we're going to have the military demonstration here before walking down to Washington. The demonstration starts tons of now. Did you get into the exhibit area?
Yes, I did.
And see, saw that there was nothing here in the connection board. Because I remember Mom saying when she came over here, there's nothing. It's just
Really?
all ruins. And it took them 20 years. And the reason they did it was to employ all of the out-of-work miners and fishermen and stuff. And so they brought them here. It was complete reconstruction, but they had over 750,000 documents. It's restored 1745, which is about 7 years before the British took it over. they've only dug up about a quarter of what they can dig up, so. the exhibit room for the
Very good boy, Henry. Good. Henry's joining.
Yeah? That means this girl's gonna be your partner. She's gonna be your partner. Can I be your partner? Yes. I haven't been yet. No, you're number one.
There you go.